It has been a very busy day here at the Curmudgeon Manor. I got up at 8:30ish to make an appointment to take Sadie to the vet. She's all harnessed up and ready to go to the vet. Gracie likes to go bye-bye. Sadie, not so much. It's time for shots, get her toenails clipped, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's right. You're going to wind up in the floor, and not in a good way. Yeah, Sadie's at the vet. So we done had blood tests. We've had our toenails clipped. We're just waiting on the shots, aren't we? Yeah, we're not too excited about it. Since I was up early and the appointment wasn't until 11:20, I'd been putting something off that I needed to do for some time, and that's take the freezer apart so I can thaw it out. Now, it's a frost-free refrigerator, but the drain tube in the freezer, after about a couple of years, will get frozen up. This is the tray out of our freezer, the bottom tray. It appears that our freezer has turned into Ice Station Zebra. So, spent several hours today doing that. I emptied everything out of here and put it in the freezer in the garage. For some reason, about every 2 to 3 years, this freezer freezes up. Then we get glacial ice building up on the back of the wall, which in turn runs down to the bottom. Due in part to the ice maker leaking, I believe. But the biggest problem, that drain gets frozen up about right in this area right here. Well, we cleaned the surface ice off of this other panel that needs to be removed so we can get to these screws. Well, the next thing that has to come out is the ice maker so that we can get this middle shelf out so we can get down here and get this bottom tray out. Alright, that's done. Now onto the bottom tray. And now that the bottom tray is out, you can see we've got quite a bit of ice that's built up along the bottom. And our glacier over there. Yeah, there's another iceberg in behind that metal panel. That catch pan catches that water and it should drain out right about in that area right there. And it's not. We'll get all this ice out of here, get that thawed out, get the ice out of that tray. It'll drain properly again for a couple, 3 years and we'll be good. Well, here's the progress we've made so far. But we're getting there. Alrighty. Ice free. Water free. Our drain's working. I think we're about ready to put this thing back together. Well, it's all back together. And no leave out parts. That's always good. Been getting kind of a burnt antifreeze smell out of red over the last week or so. That smell is a telltale sign that something is pissing somewhere on a hot pipe. And voila, I found the problem. It's not leaking right now, but that top T right there, that big one, where the little hose comes out of it, that leaks under pressure. You can see evidence of it down there where the wiring and stuff is slightly moist. That has to be replaced. Now I could kludge it all up and cut that out and put a new T, but I like to do things the right way. So, a trip to the Ford dealer and $217 later, and we've got all the hoses, including the mounting brackets, the heater control valve, all of the insulation for the hoses in the proper place, the 2 little hoses that go over to the PCV valve. A little expensive, but it pays to do it right, because if this lasts as long as the original, which has got 240,000 miles on it now, that's not too shabby. It's about 20 after 3 in the afternoon, and already I've done more today than I normally do in a whole weekend. Been productive though. Well, that's the first one of those I've seen. Chewing on a piece of grass.